What's good, everybody, man? This your boy, Mr. CDK Boxing Sports Talk Network. I got my brother up here, Prize, man. There's a lot going on right now. Yesterday, we seen a lot of events. We're gonna get into everything, man. Gervonta Tak Davis, Bran Norman Jr., and Devin Haney situation. But Prize, we're gonna start this off with Gervonta Tank Davis. And
Mm-hmm.
Gervonta Tank Davis was arrested early morning in South Florida around
Mm,
3:35 a.m. yesterday. He's accused of hitting his ex-girlfriend in the back of the head and slapping her. He was
mm.
booked into the Miami County Jail. I don't know if he's got out yet. I'm sure he has. We know he got bond money. I don't know how they set up bills though. You know, some places they can have it where you gotta wait for the judge for a certain day. So there's all different type of situations.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna let you start first. How do you feel about what's going on with Gervonta Tank Davis?
it's unfortunate. Um, it's unfortunate. I think that's one of the kid's mother. Is that the baby mama? Is that the
Yeah, the
same
baby is his ex girlfriend. I
yeah
think I just seen ex girlfriend in that
ex girl?
report.
Let's just keep it at that. Clearly, he still has feelings for her.
Hmm.
For him to, I want to know what she did to push him to do that because I know there's always something. More than likely, there's a woman that pushes his buttons. And I feel like it's just so unfortunate that he done it. It's always something every time, every year with him. It's always something. At this point, he's in trouble because this is a
He
probation
jumped out.
violation.
Oh man, yep.
This might be a probation violation, and if it is, I think they're gonna fry him on this one. You know, he's this the second time. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
my.
don't say.
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to say, this is the second time for him getting arrested, and with this, I think it's the same chick from the last time. And if it is, he needs to stay away from that girl. If you don't got no kids with her and it's just your ex, you really need to stay away from her. Cause clearly she has nothing but dark negative energy surrounding, and it's always you always getting arrested. Now they're saying that they got this stuff on camera. I don't know how true this is, but there's a rumors that the mama got this stuff on camera. Will they release it? If they got it, I'm pretty sure they will. So we'll see if that's true or not. But it's just an unfortunate. Tank got to do better. But if he goes to jail, then I'm like a lot of some of the other brothers. I don't even care because it's not he don't want to fight anyway. So that's
Well,
how I feel
I'm gonna
about it.
say I definitely agree with everything you just said, and I'm gonna go a little deep, man, on this situation with Gervonta Tank Davis. Uh, I know what it is to deal with those inner demons coming up, and I feel like when it comes to women, Tank has a real disdain for women, and I think it starts. I'm not a therapist, but I've been through a lot in life. I think it starts with his mother and abandonment issues, and there's a lot going on with Gervonta Tank Davis with mental health issues and having anger problems, and he's young, and sometimes, man, when you're young it's hard, I hate to say it. It took a long time for me to learn from my mistakes. Like I was that guy that kept bumping my head over and over, and I didn't get tired of bumping my head. Like I continued to do the same type of stuff, get the same results. And this is what's going on with Tank. Money can be great, but money can't change who you are as a person. That's something you got to work on. And I want Tank to work on his issues. It might be good that he's not fighting right now. And in a sense, it might be that he wasn't focused for the last fight. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe one of Tank's problem is he's not focusing on fighting anymore. Tank has a lot of outside of the ring issues. You know what I'm saying? This is I think the same female that he put hands on before. I believe allegedly he hasn't been convicted. He's been accused. You know what I'm saying? They are saying that there is video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting to see if they're gonna show the video before I accuse him of anything. I don't like accusing people, so I'm just gonna say allegedly it's reported that he slapped her, hit her in the back of the head. Which, man, if that happened, Tank's a prize fighter. We've seen him knock out people, man. I'm talking about with devastating knockout blows.
Hmm.
So I definitely hope that he wouldn't put his hand on the female. I think that, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is he's dealing with, that's why I think it took so long for this Lamont Roach fight to take place. Like you
Mm.
heard, like people saying, uh, there hasn't been no announcement. A lot of that has to do with Tank. It ain't Lamont Roach. Tank is going through the Calvin Ford situation where he wasn't in his corner for the last fight. Like I truly believe that Calvin is somebody that really cares
Mm.
about him. and I think he's trying to talk to Tank, but I don't think Tank wants to hear what he has to say. So, with all that being said, Prize, do you think that some of the stuff I'm saying might be accurate?
Yeah, definitely. He got definitely got issues outside of the ring. Clearly, you got the Calvin Ford thing. Then you had the previous court stuff. Now you got this new stuff popping up. Then you had the stuff with the hit and run car situation with the pregnant woman. It's just it's too much going on. He did a good job by getting out of Baltimore, but you might as well be in Baltimore. You're getting into all this trouble, but it definitely got some. It definitely can mess with your head, for sure. And then he's lashing out. Obviously, he's acting out. He's crying for help. But sometimes people don't know how to ask for help or whatever, So I don't feel bad for Tank because come on, bro, we didn't been down this road before, dog. You know that Biddy gonna call the cops on you. Why does you keep going back messing around with a girl? No, it's gonna call the cops on you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
I don't know why he keep running back. Well, I get it, because he's clearly still got feelings for this female, And but I don't understand like why they turn physical when they get around each other. Tank doesn't. He said he doesn't drink and stuff, so. I don't know. The girl's pushing his buttons that much, and they say he punched her, hit her in the. I ain't gonna say punched her, allegedly hit her in the back of the head. He probably could have just mushed her back of her. It could be anything. So I'm not gonna. I just want to see. I'm gonna wait till more details come out before I like really get at it. 'Cause you got people that's grinding them up right now, and they have their opinion. They can do what they want to do. If they want to grind them up now, that's on you. But me personally, I like to get a lot of more details and information before I, go in on a person. But this is not good.
Yeah, it's definitely not good. And domestic assault anywhere in the United States it is a felony. That's
Mm,
anywhere in the United States. Aggravated domestic assault is a felony. That's what he's being charged with. That's automatic violation of probation. If he's on probation, it will be violated. That means the judge already in Baltimore already didn't like the way he got off. We seen
mhm.
him get a 90-day sentence and do 44 days on that sentence. And I'm telling you now, he's allowed to go back to Baltimore and not even get a bond. Probation is a privilege. Well, a lot of people don't understand. I know this from experience.
I know this
Probation
for
and
experience
parole,
as
you know
well.
what I'm saying? It is a privilege to be
Hmm.
able to come home and not be
I
having
was
to sit
so
in that
happy
jail.
when when that man told me he's going to give me 1 to 3 years probation.
Yeah,
Boy, man, sheesh. Well, I was so happy to see my probation officer. I would bring her donuts, and man, I was just so happy. It's because it's a privilege.
man, definitely. Hey, Tommy, if you still here, let B3 and Free know that I'm live, man, because I forgot to tell B3 because he wanted to come up. So could you please let him know? Yeah, and I'm gonna say this right here. Probation is
Salute,
a
TD.
privilege. You don't have to they don't have to give you probation. And when you go back for a probation violation, they don't have to give you a bond.
Mm-mm.
Now, if that happens, it doesn't matter how much money you got. We just seen it with Sean Diddy Combs, try to get him 50 million, try to give him $1 million after he was found guilty to get out and wait on his sentencing, and they still didn't let him out. They don't have to let you out when it comes to probation or
Mm-mm.
anything dealing with jail. So
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you now, I think Tank is in more trouble than we know. And even if he beats that charge, you know what I'm saying, it's a possibility. I don't know how his probation carries. It can be a situation where you're not supposed to leave, on probation. If you go out of state, you have to contact your probation officer and let them know that you're leaving the state.
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say that he even let them know that he was leaving his area where he's supposed to be at and going to Florida? That right there in itself, that's another violation. You can be hit with more than one count on a
Mm-hmm.
probation violation, which seems crazy. But one time on my probation, I had 4 different violations on one probation violation,
Mm.
4 different counts. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know what all Tank's gonna be charged with, but I do believe this could be a serious issue. I believe the fight could be in jeopardy now because he could get out of jail there and have to go and report back to Baltimore and be locked up. And if he doesn't get a bond, they can carry on until what I'm saying, August the 16th when the fight is supposed to happen. No
Mm-hmm.
training time, not time to get in shape. I
Yeah.
think the fight off is off the table. Do you think that this is gonna affect the fight? Did you hear me, Prize? Prize, you there?
CDK, you still there? You went out.
Yeah, yeah, I'm there. I said, do you think that this situation
Well,
is gonna
nevertheless,
affect the fight?
there you go. You went out, but yeah, I pretty much got what you said. Yeah, the fight I think is definitely in jeopardy. But if he didn't do nothing, then he'll be okay. Like, hopefully there's no video. Hopefully he did the right thing and we can get the fight. But man, this is not good, CDK. This is bad business for Tank. I don't know if the fight, and shout out to my homeboy B3. And I don't know if the fight
Salute,
happens
salute.
now. I think the fight's in jeopardy. I mean, I'd like to see what B3 likes to say about this Tank debacle, and then we can move to that Devin debacle when CDK's ready.
Yeah. B3, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, CDK. How my audio coming through?
Okay.
Good, good.
Coming through great. Coming through great.
What's
How do
good,
you
my
feel about
brother?
this whole
Sorry for
tank
my thing.
situation?
I think it's unfortunate. The worst part about it to me is that it always seems like it's always Tank getting in a situation right before they announce a fight. Um, it happened the last time with the young lady. She was smearing feces on a mirror in the bathroom. So it's unfortunate that Tank kind of gets himself in these bad situations, and now with this time, he's actually on probation, if I'm not mistaken, in Maryland. So if he mess around and now he has a probation violation, that's gonna give him, I believe, automatic jail time,
Mm,
based on whatever suspended sentence that he had. So I gotta do the research and see what the suspended sentence is, but that's unfortunate because his fight may be in jeopardy now, legitimately.
hmm
Yeah,
It's like his
definitely.
whole
I know.
career might be in jeopardy at this point because we don't
Yeah.
know what these violations are. You know, like CDK just said before you came out, probation is a privilege to be on that. So when they let you go, they give you that means you walking on thin ice. You can't break
Mhm.
the ice, you're gonna sink. You know what I'm saying? So Tank got to get himself together, man. He got to do better, bro. He can't. And you know what? What's my caller going? I don't care if we get information or not. He lucky BVO not on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
BVO
BVO.
fact.
cool.
And only just for
BVO.
me, I just want to say from a civilian side, really quick with probation, I'm not for it at all. I'm against it completely because I
Man.
know I know it's an opportunity for certain people in certain situations, but when you a young guy and you go out here and you taking 2 years and 3 years and 4 years probation, you got to be squeaky clean.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
Yep.
any mistake, they
Bro, B3,
they
you can't even fail a drug test.
not nope. See there?
No.
See, that's why I don't like that probation. I would preferably, depending on what the circumstances is, a little bit more time is better than any probation, and I stand by that.
That's tough.
A
Yeah,
little,
yeah,
and
definitely.
if it's ridiculous, now okay, I understand. But what you think about that, CDK? Would you rather have a little bit more time or be on probation for an extended period?
I can give you a plain example. They got this probation here where I'm at. It's county probation.
CDK.
I'm, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay.
Jump out,
All
jump
right,
back
can
in.
y'all hear?
Oh, he left. Yeah, go ahead, CDK. Prize to be back.
Okay, you can. Okay, they got this probation here. It's county probation. You basically, I've seen people get 1129 and 1129, which ain't nobody your probation, turns into 4 or 5 years where they keep on violating you for little stuff, giving you more time, making you do 30 days here, 90 days there. And they tried to give it to me one time. I told the judge, I said, no, I said, what does it take to go ahead and kill this probation? I don't want it. I can't do it. I know I'm a violate. The judge told me do 90 days. I done the 90 days. You know what I'm saying? I went on and done
Mhm.
the 90 days, man. I would rather do 90 days in jail than take 1129 probation and end up doing maybe 2 years in jail. I've seen it happen too many times. But in Tank's situation, he's on state probation. You know what I'm saying? He's on, I think
Yeah.
he might have got like 3, 5, somewhere around there. Whatever he got
Mhm. You
is
can hear
also
you.
some time where he could go to prison. So, I
That's
wish him
that.
the best. I think if it's the same girl that put the feces all on the mirror, that's not a good sign, Tank. That's somebody you need to stay away from,
Right.
especially when you're dealing with anger management issues. And Tank does have anger management issues. He needs to stay away from this girl. That girl's causing him a lot of confusion, a lot of trouble, and he's spending a lot of money on lawyers, and it's not gonna stop. Once somebody know how to push your buttons, especially these young female, I've been young, I know they will continue to push your buttons. If you allow somebody to push your buttons and they know they can push you to the brink or something like that, who's to say that sooner or later you don't get mad enough and you cause some real bodily harm, something that you can't take back? So that's how I see it.
And
Yep.
we, God forbid, this end up like a Felix Verdejo situation. You see what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So we gotta Tank is kind of playing with fire, unfortunately, and we all love Tank, but he's synonymous with champions and future Hall of Famers like a Shakur Stevenson, like a Devin Haney. He's synonymous with these guys. So to put yourself in a position where you're gonna be synonymous with arguably a Felix Verdejo or people that have squandered their talents away like a Adrian Broner,
Here you go.
Tank need to be very
Hold
careful.
on, you precious cake
Here you
nigga.
go.
Hold on, you precious cake nigga. Hold on,
Trojan,
Here you
precious
here we
go.
cake.
go, here we go, here we go, here we
Hold
go.
on. AB is a
Here we
4
go.
division champion, clown.
Yeah,
Catch up,
but
nigga.
we also, but
Catch
he
up.
also, but he
Catch up.
also, he also left some money on the table, right or wrong.
Catch up. We're
Did
talking
he
about what
leave
he
money?
did. We ain't talking
Did
about
he
what he
leave?
could have did.
Did he leave money on the table?
See, you precious cake cats be worried about
Yeah,
the
there
wrong
you go.
thing. We already did it. We on the way to the Hall of Fame. We on the way to the Hall of Fame, punk. How about that?
Man, Tank,
We on the way to the dance, punk.
you
How about you
man,
catch up, nigga? Catch
you
up,
need
nigga.
you need to be on the way to Slim Fast because AB been carrying around a gut. Uh,
Hey, he
That
ain't
was
no
crazy.
Muslim fool. He got a little gut. That's what happened when you
Hey
win.
man,
That's what happened
listen,
when you win, precious cake.
the
That's what happened when
BBO.
you win.
Yeah, you right.
Hey, he didn't.
Hey
What? Well,
BBO.
he didn't win against Black Cops.
We on the way to
No.
the Hall, CDK.
Yeah, he definitely on his way to the Hall of Fame. But let me ask you, B3, I mean BBO, because I know me and you talked about this earlier. How do you feel about this whole situation with Tank? Can you hear me? Can
Who?
y'all hear me? With Tank, how do
Hold
you
on,
feel
hold
about the
on.
whole
But guess
situation?
what? He ain't the youngest 40% champion.
Why everybody keep breaking up? Let me
Yeah.
see what's going on, man. All right. Let me ask you a question, BBO. How do you feel about the situation with Tank?
B3, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
I
hear you.
heard you. I heard you just now. Yeah,
Oh,
but
what I say is this, man. Pray for man because at the end of the day, if
You
put his
keep breaking
pants
up,
on one
BBO.
leg at a time. But we sending the prayers up, man. This ain't the time to laugh. The man is sick. He's a
Yep.
sick individual, man. He needs help, man. Remind me of that movie Holiday Heart when the lady came in all drugged up. Let me take you to a hospital. You need to be at a hospital, man. Pray for this man. Don't
Yep.
laugh. Learn. Because a lot of us are on our way up. Don't laugh when great men fall. Learn from the mistakes. Because you watching a
Man.
man lose all the money in the world because of ego, because he want to
Yep.
prove something. Don't do it, man. Praying for Abdul, praying for his family, and get them old precious cake niggas out your circle, man. All them clowns that keep letting you do this, get them out of there, man. They don't love you. They don't care about you, man. They don't got your best interest, man. So, like I said, all prayers up for Abdul and his family and the young lady. I hope she's not injured too bad. But he got to do better, man. This ain't the time to come up here and laugh at him. The man is clearly sick, man.
That's
So
right.
pray for him.
Definitely. And prayer,
yeah,
like you
and I
said, and
pray.
I
I
said,
pray
and
for
I said
brothers
it.
that can't get away from women in these
Did y'all
type of
hear me?
situations. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we heard
heard you,
everything you
BBO.
said loud and clear, and I agree 100% with everything you said. And I said it earlier. I think Tank got a lot going on, BBO, and he got a lot of things he need to deal with. And it might be best that he don't have that fight coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It might be a great thing that Tank is not. I don't think that fight happens August 16th. Now, I just be honest with you. I think that it's gonna be a situation where a violation is coming. I'm telling y'all now, a domestic assault is an automatic violation. You know what I'm saying? The United States with this domestic assault, they don't play about that, man. I'm just being honest with you. He's gonna get violated in Maryland if he got any probation time. What's good? What's good, Tom? Can y'all
Maryland
hear
don't.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Maryland don't
Yeah,
play
we
either.
heard you, CDK.
Maryland and
Okay.
DC don't play. They do not play.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
they
We
don't.
all know
Baltimore,
better not
DC,
to.
Maryland, they don't play. D Free will tell you that.
Well, he's finna get violated. He getting violated. BBO, you on the stage twice? I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
guess.
happened.
Did y'all hear what I said? Or y'all didn't hear me?
Yeah. Now what
Nah,
you
we didn't
say?
hear you. Go ahead.
No, what I was saying is, man, pray for Abdul Wahid, man. He's sick.
Oh yeah, we heard you.
Yeah, we heard that.
Yep,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's sick,
we
man.
heard you.
At the
yeah.
end of the day, we can do all the laugh we want, but a lot of us is on our way up, man. So
Hey,
Just
BVO, I
just
need
keep
you to
praying
give
for
some
him.
advice for the
I thought BBO was
for
gonna
the
grind him up.
Nah, well, he did a little bit, but you need to give him some advice now, because
I
this young
can't.
lady.
All I can say.
Hold on. Let
Go
me
ahead.
say this because the young lady, she done spread feces on the mirror once, and she made statements like she might have took money that time, and now he's dealing with her again. What advice would you give to young guys that have a difficult time separating themselves from young ladies, and they might be in situations where they don't know how to get away?
I was just say this simple thing, man. Date who likes you.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what she
That's it.
look like.
Nope.
Date who likes you. Love a woman who loves your dirty draws,
Mm-hmm.
and stop chasing these Banglish, Spanglish looking chicks.
BBL, fake big lip, dumb
Whatever it
looking,
is, whatever it is. Because
stupid looking.
at the end of the day, all these clown niggas are gonna laugh at you.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't lead the projects. I'm just speaking as a former project guy, a project alum. We didn't
Yep.
lead the projects to go back. We didn't lead the projects to deal with this kind of stuff. I know Abdul's better than that. He got two daughters, man. He wouldn't want nobody doing none of this to his daughters. So keep praying for him. The sad thing is this. This is the sad part. The sad part is it keeps happening.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing we got to do is address the underlying issue, whether it's drinking, smoking, whatever it is, man. That's why we had Miss Fields on yesterday, man. We got to address
Mm-hmm.
these issues because you don't want to get all the way up the mountain like Will Smith win the Oscar and you slap a hater because you never addressed what was going on your way up the mountain, man. Get it before you get to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with the
Uh,
issues before you get to the top. Why you think BVO is address dealing with porn and
Mm-hmm.
dealing with my other addictions? Because I know I'm on my way up and I don't want to get to the top and lose it all because I didn't address my stuff at the bottom. So
That's
that's
right.
all I can
That's
say
right,
about
man.
it. But we love you, Abdul, man, and F all the Tank fans. Y'all cupcakes is the reason why he's in this predicament now because I never told him no. So anybody that say
Hey,
they support Tank, if you not speaking about him needing prayer and help, F you and your mama. Cause he
Mm.
need help, man.
you,
He need help.
yeah, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna basically say, "Oh, he ain't do nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with him." We're gonna hear that, man. You got people so messed up, man, and so fanned out that they're not gonna be able to tell the truth about this situation. But why I got BVO up here, or did he? And I don't want him to go without talking about this. I know you. I know you're busy, but I gotta hear from you first. And I'm gonna say this: Devin Haney in the situation that happened yesterday with Brian Norman Jr. What is that?
It's a simple
Yeah,
thing is Bill is from the hood like me, and he's smart. You can't come playing $2 games with him. He got an ace in the hole. I've never seen a security guard grab a fighter. That was planned. So I just hope. And I talked to Brian this morning. I asked him was it fake. He said it was real. And I told him just like I tell y'all. I said, man, you too old for this, bro. You look crazy. You too old.
He had to
yeah,
defend himself.
No,
yeah.
no. You got to have security there.
Yeah.
Say what you want. Say what you want. B's an old man. These young boys will hurt you.
Yeah. And the way
This
that security guard grabbed him
this ain't
and
no
his son
game,
at the
dog.
same time, dog,
This ain't.
manhandled
Let
him.
me let me say
But
this.
no, he
I
got
did see
slammed.
Brian
B
Norman.
Norman Jr. slammed him though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. B. Norman hip tossed him. Yeah, he did.
But guess what?
Yeah,
The damage is already done.
Yeah.
September, man. Get ready. Storm and Norman season. Peace.
yeah. And I'm gonna say this right here to that. I agree with everything BVO said, but Bill, I think something he gonna have to do is something I had to learn. You have to separate the streets from what you got going on in the business world. And I had to learn that you can't take that street mentality everywhere you go. People gonna get tired of it and it gets old. And after a while, you know what I'm saying? If you such a changed man, go ahead and let some of that stuff go. And I've never seen a security guard grab a fighter like that, like BVO said, in my entire time watching boxing. And that situation could have turned out bad. Because I'm gonna tell
Mm-hmm.
you like this: if it's my son, I love my son to death. And I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I will unalive you behind my child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just keeping it real. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it or
Not
nothing.
to
Behind my
mention,
child, I unalive you. So if you play with
whatchamacallit
mine,
got one arm too, CDK. You remember he had
I
that
know.
surgery going on, so he's probably don't has that arm. What is his left arm? I think he
Yep.
had some work done to it, so I know he probably can't lift it up and swing it and do what he need to do. But I don't see where Bill like it because you got to watch the whole video. The whole video they was just talking, they shook hands, everything was all good, and
Yep.
then. Devin kind of like so it looked like somebody Devin like said something, and then somebody like tried to put their hands on Devin and swiped his hand. You can see Devin like knock somebody.
No, Devin, I watched it about 4 times. Devin actually pushed. It looked like to me pushed first, like and beat
Yeah.
no. Junior kind of swiped his hand, and
Okay.
then next thing you know, security grab beat. You know what I'm saying, Junior. Like I don't understand what Devin got going on. I got real love for Devin as a fighter, one of my favorite fighters. But I just want Devin to stop getting in those situations. Like I wish there would have been more of a situation that you had with somebody like a Ryan Garcia that continues to do stuff that he shouldn't be doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like my brother on the stage.
Somebody mute their mic.
What's up, Big Crush?
Oh, that's OG Crush.
I ain't know he had two.
He was cooking this morning.
I thought it was that
Crush, mute your mic, Crush.
Damn, what's wrong?
I
What's
don't know
wrong?
how to
Yo,
do it.
yeah, let me
But what's good,
Go
Tommy?
ahead, TD.
What do you think
What's
about
good,
this whole
man?
situation?
I'm gonna talk about it later. I'm just
What's
getting
good,
ready now
Tommy?
because I'm going to the fight later. And
Okay.
I wanted to go live before I go to the fight. So I'm gonna do it 2:30. But I definitely believe this was a setup. I looked at it from different angles. There's two different angles. I feel like because they were all cool and everything was good in the beginning. So what happened was they met up outside or whatever, shook hands, everything jokingly, they were good. But then they presented themselves again inside, and I believe Bill orchestrated this. This is just my belief. You take it for what it's worth. But that security guard knew what he was doing, and I believe the whole team knew what they were trying to do. Because if you look at it, they instigated the whole thing. And if you look at it from the view, the security guard was lurking the whole way. Now let me explain something as security and for all the events we've seen. When there's public around, which there was some public, I guess, media and stuff, you're really looking out for the public. But when two fighters are in each other's faces before the fight, they can handle themselves. And then the most you want to do is separate it. He literally did not try to separate it. He came and he yoked them up. That was orchestrated. I don't care what anybody says. And that guy has done this type of stuff before. You know what I'm saying? So Team Haney, they ain't shit to me. Like I had a lot of respect for Bill. I've always said that Bill was good for the sport. I like Devin as a fighter, like CDK said. I think he's a great fighter. I think it's going to be a great fight, but there was no need for that. And now it builds up the fight a little bit more, but at what expense? The guy could have pulled his rotator cuff, pulled the shoulder, whatever, and he could have got hurt, and that would have damaged everything, and that would have killed the bag for both squads. You know what I'm saying? And they basically tried to do a punk move on Team Haney, and I don't think that's right. The same thing they did, we've seen this happen before with other fighters and other teams, and people have roasted and crucified them. We've heard them come and say, oh, they didn't have no fathers in their life and shit like this. Where is the consistency? Where is it? This was uncalled for, and I'm gonna go in hard when I speak about it later.
No, how you gonna go hard on him over a misunderstanding?
It's not a misunderstanding when they put hands on you.
T.
Are you serious?
T, you fucking hood like I am. And I'm
gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that, BBO, about the hood, because in reality, you could do that to the wrong person in the wrong city, and you could catch two hot ones.
Real hot ones.
So you know what I'm saying?
You put your hands on me down here in North Carolina, I promise you're gonna catch something hot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You put yourself in a situation where it's uncalled for. There was no need for that, but it was orchestrated. And it's not like this was the first time. That dude has been involved in altercations like this before. You know what I'm saying? They knew what they were doing. And Devin Haney, intelligently moved back and got out the way, but it just looked all too orchestrated. And that guy took it too far. And Bill's got to take the blame for it, and he's got to be held accountable for it. And that's why I'm talking about the consistencies. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, if anybody else would have done this, or if it would have been another team, whatever, they'd be roasted and crucified. Like, what's wrong with this man? How can you let this happen?
Hold on, you and Ness, because y'all Spanish, you always want to talk about what the black man's doing or what he did, this or that. We ain't talking about what nobody did wrong. It was a mistake. Let's move on.
It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake, because do you know that when Danny Garcia came and his father was talking that craziness in Brooklyn versus Zab Judah, they were about to end his father, and so that was the other way version of it, right? And they're Spanish. They're Latino. They're Puerto Rican. There could have been a lot worse that happened. And I don't know if you're familiar with that situation with the Danny Garcia Zab Judah situation.
Yeah, that
So
got
don't
that
come and
got
tell
that
me,
got
Yeah,
ugly
don't come
on
and
you
tell
don't
me
never put
about
your hands on
Hispanics.
Zab Judah. I
Yeah,
already know
don't tell
that.
me about Hispanics and misunderstandings that these are two black guys. Hispanics is the same fucking thing, bro.
What I'm
I'm
saying,
agree with that. The
You
what I'm
one
saying
can't
thing,
is
do
stay out
that.
of
let me
black
just say
people's
this:
You
business.
can't come and
the
say,
one.
oh,
You can't
if it
comment.
was a
You
Hispanic,
can't
it's
comment.
happened.
Hey, hold on 1 second, y'all. I want to hear from my brother, my OG Crush. Crush, what you think about all this? Crush, you there? I don't. Well,
Let
I
me.
don't
Can I
know.
say this real quick? One thing I saw. I just watched the video again. Uh, don't put your hands on the champ, man. He stuck his feet. He put his finger in the champ chest. The champ swiped his hand away, and then, like you're saying, the security came in. I know I'd never seen the security before. This was like an extra security guard that I never seen. And he was obviously there with Bill to make sure that the Haney stayed clean. With that being said, when a scuffle ensues, I mean it's the strongest man going really win. But at the end of the day, that's all it really was, a little scuffle.
Nah.
I don't think it was nothing malicious
What was
behind
the
Bill
scuffle
on
though?
Bill's side.
What was the
The
scuffle? The
scuffle
scuffle was
was
the
the
security
scuffle was
guard
just the
grabbing
pushing.
Norman Jr. That's the
Yeah.
scuffle. When guys swiping somebody's hands away, that's not a scuffle.
Right. But what
So
I'm saying
what
is,
Brian
hold on,
Norman
no, no,
Jr. and
Thomas,
Devin
Thomas,
Haney
It
had
Thomas,
is
wasn't
not
Thomas.
a
like a
If
scuffle.
Lennox
you got
Lewis
if you
rock
got a
bottom
million dollar
situation though. It
fighter,
wasn't like that.
if you got a $1 million prize fighter, you like you saying Angel didn't even let Danny get hard sparring. If you got a $1 million prize fighter, you not about to not have security. So it's really up to Adrian and Jalen Cazone, Mazone, his management team, to make sure that they have better representation, because it shouldn't just be them four when you going up against a powerhouse like a DHP who's been at the top level for a while now.
But so
They
what
play
you're
these
doing, you know what
games.
you're doing right now, right? You giving them a pass and an excuse, and that's bullshit. Because we all know that if, let's say, me and you are having an argument and we talk, I don't care how much money one person is, and we're both prize fighters. We're prize fighters, and we're fighting each other. We know how to defend ourselves as prize fighters, and we're having an argument, and we swipe each other's hands. Stuff like that happens. Hold on a second, Tom. Go get the door. And something like that happens, then we handle it until it gets escalated. Then until there's actually is a scuffle. The security's job is to
Hold
make
on,
sure
King. I'm gonna
that
ask you
time
this.
out, Tom, let me finish. And this is what I said. The security's job is to watch for the outsiders, that they don't get close or do something stupid. Ryan Norman Jr. was not an outsider. His first reaction was to instantly grab Ryan Norman Jr. There was no shove, there was no hand in between to try to separate it. That's the scuffle that he caused. To me, that means he put his hands on me. So, like I said, if it's me and you and that guy put his hands on me, I got a problem with that guy. And I'm going to say to myself, yo, how is this team letting this guy rock? That's a problem. And like BVO was saying, we from the hood, right? So maybe some of y'all not. We've seen escalations like this before. Maybe we're not millionaires or thousandaires or hundredaires or whatever the fuck it may be. But at the same day, if you put your hands on me, that's instantaneously personal. And that's a problem. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, when I was saying earlier, if God forbid nothing happened, what if that guy would have tore his shoulder trying to do the
No,
hip toss, whatever he wanted?
That was a big
Thomas,
strong dude too.
y'all are 100% correct, because they wouldn't be the first niggas to throw away millions of dollars. So you right, niggas do dumb stuff all the time. They throw away money. So I understand why everybody's all concerned. The fact of the matter is that these guys is promoting the fight. We seen the same thing with Ryan and Devin's promotion. They did that stupid scene where they met up and pushed each other. This one, it just looked a little bad because Brian got kind of hemmed up a little bit with his shirt and stuff like that.
A
And
little bit.
the Haney's, they pretty much went out unscathed. Nobody don't want to see the Haney's unscathed. They want them bruised and battered. That's why everybody cheered the Ryan fight.
Yeah,
That's
and
why
by
we
the
don't
way, that
respect
guy
your
Tank,
opinion,
Salute
the
that.
man.
guy's name is Tank, the security guard. Look into him. He's done it. He's done it
Yeah,
before.
I'm about to say this ain't his first rodeo,
Yeah,
T.
I'll
This
I
say
that
thought
I'll
that
say
was a
Tank
this
new
real
shit.
one
quick.
though. I
Let me
seen
say this
Tank.
real
It was
quick.
two of them though.
Nah,
Oh,
that
let me
no,
Tank,
say
it
that's
this
was
a
real
Tank
quick.
Tank
security
that put
guard.
the
He's been
hands
getting
on
in
Hold on,
him.
y'all.
trouble
Let me say
before
this
and
real
shit.
quick.
He been doing stupid
No
stuff
matter
before.
how you want to play it, how you want to play it. You got to know who you're playing with, man. That was set up, of course. T and I both know you got to be ready for a dude like Bill Haney because there's no way I would have let Bill Haney out my sight. And like I told B. Norman Sr. this morning, you too old for this, man. You got to make sure that kind of stuff don't happen. You can't be involved in that. What if he would have got hurt, man? He got there with one arm, bro.
What if Bill would have got snuffed on the side? Because, and I told this to somebody yesterday. I was talking to somebody about this. I said, if I was in that situation and I was at the team and Bill Haney's just there chilling, and I see people getting, in the scuffle, I'm taking a clear shot at Bill because he orchestrated it, in my opinion. Like from my view, and me being in situations like this in the past when I was younger, I've seen this. Like, he could have got snuffed out. I think I would have probably aimed for him. That's just me. And
But
I
it was
told him that
crazy, so crazy, TD, that they were so cool. The moment they were shaking hands, they were smiling. It looked like, okay, cool. And then next thing you know, it spews
But
over.
guess
And I'm
what?
like,
It got like it's
But guess
gonna get
what?
like that when you
That
got
was
two
set up.
lions like that. Nah,
But let
if
me
it
say
was set
this.
up, it was instigated by Devin Norman Jr. He had his finger out and he was poking Devin in his chest. So if it
You know
was
what it is?
instigated, then it
You know
was
what it
both
is,
sides was
man.
complicit.
Can I say something
Can
quick? I gotta
somebody
get
can
back to
somebody
work.
please bring Thomas Hill up here so he can say something? You can take me off if
I'm
you
gonna
like
bring
to.
up now. I jumped off stage and I don't have where I can get a lot of people. I'm gonna jump off
Let,
stage and let Mr. Hill up here. He wanted to go backstage again, so BBO keep this thing going.
let
I'm
me
cool
let
with
me
listening.
yeah let me say something quick. I gotta get back to work. I saw the video. I don't know what the hell is wrong with that guy. It could have been
Shout out to the
orchestrated by
overseer.
Bill Haney. What?
I was saying you said you gotta get back to work. I said shout out to your overseer for letting you get off for a second.
Hey, I make money, nigga. It's okay. But anyway, man, you niggas keep cutting me off, making me lose my fucking train of thought, nigga. Like, I got only so much fucking time to be up here. Stop cutting me off, nigga. Just shut up. What was I about to say?
They should have never gave these niggas
Oh yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah. No, I don't know if that shit was set. I do think the whole interaction between Dev and Brian Norman was set up, and I don't know if maybe the security guard he got a little too overzealous because maybe Bill did tell him, "Hey, make sure nobody don't touch Dev." But I think that nigga, there should be some accountability for him. I would, I mean, I don't know if I'd fire him because I mean, the nigga is a bodyguard. He did his job. He
Hey,
did it. If one
100%.
could argue he did it exactly. One could argue he did his job a little too well. So I don't know. I just wouldn't have him out for the rest of the events. That's all I do with him. And yeah, Mr. Tommy Hill, whoever else want to come up, y'all can come up.
Go
Dirt
ahead,
all over his
Mr. Hill.
head and stuff. We would be laughing. People would be roasting and laughing all morning. This is the only because it was the other way around.
Hill, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I was
Go
My
just
ahead,
waiting
brother.
audio,
for
my audio had
I
went
was
out.
waiting for my man CD come back up because they
Now
said he's
I'm
going.
up here.
He
I'm
falling
up here,
back.
man.
Yeah.
Listen, we family, man. Y'all, as long as the show going, I ain't got no problem. I'm happy to listen.
I feel you, but like for all intents and purposes, this is your show, man. We gotta have you up here no matter what. I could always wait in the back, and I was
I
completely
appreciate that, bro.
I completely rock with what Tommy was saying, man. I mean, like he said, being from places where you got to watch for stuff, you watch for stuff and you can see things. Like it clearly was orchestrated. A couple of the last press conferences has because they trying to generate buzz for the fight. They're trying to make people want to tap in and tune in. That being the case, you can't place your hands on people because you never know what type of people are around them. I mean, case in point, you heard the
Ego.
lady in the backdrop. The lady in the backdrop was over there acting a fool. You know,
Jolene.
Yolene, oh, you know her?
Well, that's the manager. She's his manager.
She
Brian
she
Norman.
Brian Norman. Well,
Yeah.
you never know who come with her and who she and things like that. So you can see she clearly didn't like that stuff going down, and people might not interpret it that way. People might have gotten they airwaves crossed, so they wasn't on program or whatever the case may be. But just given how it played out, My man didn't really do nothing but grab somebody up, but you can't just touch folk like that. That being the case, it got people talking. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It got people, and they were smiling. So hopefully, it was part of the plan, just to generate the buzz. But I did see the last time he was there, he kind of responded in a reactive stage as of being proactive. This time he like, yo, you touch him, I got him. We ain't going no further than that. So I think that you can make a case for both, but I do believe what Tommy said was spot on, and he's very much spot on with the fact that you never know who is trying to make a name out there, who is trying to prove a point. And you never want to put yourself in a point where you get somebody or incite something like that to happen because of these young ninjas. You know what they call them these days. These young ninjas, they'll be responding to code the way the code normally should go.
Right. Nah, you're 100% right. And what another thing I want to say is that definitely looked like a controlled environment. It you know what I'm saying? It was like an isolated environment where it was just the two teams. And even if I would lean towards saying it was staged because you could see that Norman Jr. and well, of course we know Bill and Devin ain't tripping, but Norman Jr. His interview after he was playful, like he didn't get hurt. So he's the plan is still the plan. These dudes are getting so much money off of this Saudi fight. That they're not going to allow a little situation or a little promotion hinder them from the bag.
Oh no, for sure. But it's just a
Yeah. Let me
perception. But
say this right here. I don't play well with I don't play well with others. What I would have done if we gonna stage, son, I would have told Bill then, well, we can stage this, but I'm gonna shoot the bodyguard in his ass, and we gonna see how that feel. You know what I'm saying? I would have popped him. At least I would have at least put one in the bodyguard just for general purpose, GP, and everything would have been all right. But I would have shot him.
hey, salute CDK, man. That's why I rock with you. Hey, I'm gonna go back to the chat because be free here. I'm
You
gonna
ain't
let
going
him
nowhere,
finish his
man.
speech.
Stay up here, dude.
Yeah, he should have
And
I
been.
know
say,
what you. Oh, and shout out to the
He should have been.
notorious one, man. No, the notorious one is so gipper for my man Tank Davis that he woke me up out of my sleep for some nonsense, dog. So I know he want me up here for that, dog. So when y'all get around the tank,
oh
you can bring
yeah,
me back up.
we started and we started with him, so we're gonna bring him back.
Oh
You know,
yeah, we
I
gotta
had
bring
nothing
him
but
back.
good things to say about Abdul Wahid, man.
Okay,
Oh, you did.
I'm gonna bring Free up now. Once Mr. Hill go down, I'm gonna bring him up. I
Let
don't
me
need
bounce out.
man. Y'all got
How
me
do I
confused
bounce?
about who is who up here. I
Bro,
can't see. I'm
that
old.
John was that John was staged. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Hey, shout out to my brother Marky, man. Marky,
See my man.
he struggles with collecting his thoughts. So let's give him some grace and make sure we can try not to cut the brother off.
Hold on, man.
Free
Don't
up.
level
What's
this
good,
precious
Free?
cake, dude.
What's good? What's
Uh,
good? I'm out here playing with the
What
dogs
up,
right
free?
now.
I thought that
I
was
got
Gary Russell.
well, you outside? You
I got
outside?
I got
Stay
I got I
outside.
just I just bought me another American bully, a boy. So I'm out here playing with the boys now, the boy and the girl. This nigga almost the same size as
Hey,
my
Free. Do
my
you think
girl.
all this stuff was staged, man? What do you think about everything?
Huh?
We
No,
said
Do
I
you
don't.
we
I no,
think
I
ain't
don't.
everything
I
we
was
don't
ain't gonna
think.
get
I
staged
don't.
into the
yesterday?
sauce.
I don't think it was staged. What I think it was. What I think it was. I think it started off as stage. I think the security guard or the bodyguard took it too far because I saw a fight hype video of Bran Norman Sr. after the altercation, and he said if I was Bill Haney, I'd do. He said if I was like the Haneys, I'd go ahead and sue. He said, but nah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and press forward, and we're gonna step on Devin Haney. And then he said the security, he said the bodyguard, he gonna get his. So I think it started off as a playful um, altercation, but then the bodyguard took it too far. So I don't think it was staged at all.
Yeah, no,
I don't think it was
Man,
staged either, free because they was hanging out. Everything was all good just a week ago. They were just chilling, smiling, shaking hands, and then it turned into WWF. But I think, like you said, that Tank, the security man, I think he escalated the situation by putting his hands on Brian. Now Brian is a man. Him and his daddy there, they gonna rock out together like me and my son would. So I get it, but I don't think it's as bad as everybody's making it seem. It's okay. They need to build the fight up. Let them have some little wrestling
Yeah.
things in the backstage wrestling scenes. Like the backstage when they do the wrestlers be arguing backstage. Let
You a
them do
true
that. Let
hater,
them
man.
push.
What I do
Push and
know is what
shove,
I
and
do know
then let's
what I
see the
do
good
know
fight.
You a
what I
true
do
hater,
know
man.
what I do know is I know that Devin Haney gonna approach this fight the same way he approached the daggone Jose Ramirez fight. That man ain't want no part of Brian Norman. That man ain't want no part of that altercation. He was like, no, I'm gonna stay back over here. Y'all go ahead and handle what y'all gotta handle over there. I'm gonna stay over here in the cut because they Fight Hype. I don't know if y'all seen it, but Fight Hype did a split screen, and
Yeah, I saw it.
it had the front video, then it had the back video. And
Yeah,
when they showed the back video, Devin Haney stepped back. He was like, "Nah,
he
I'm
was
not gonna do
chilling.
that. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and handle that." And I'm like, "Hold up, your father's in the middle of that, dog. You better make sure your father's straight. He in the middle of that."
Yeah, I don't think this is as serious as that. Everybody making it seem, Devin Haney and the
Because you
Haneys
rich,
didn't do
man. That's
this,
why you don't think
and
it's serious. Because
and
you
the
already
Haneys
rich.
did the Haneys didn't do this, and the Haneys didn't do that. I don't think it's good for boxing, bro. Let them act
No, it's
like,
not.
let them wild out a little
No, it's
bit.
not.
Well, what do you want to see? What do
No,
you want to
I
see?
think it is good
You
for
got a
boxing.
damn Puerto Rican guy running
I'm
around
gonna tell
shooting
you why.
machine guns at people.
I'm gonna tell you why it is good for boxing because nobody was really buying into this fight, so to speak. They said, okay, yeah, Devin Haney's fighting Brian Norman, but they didn't really, it wasn't a big fight like that everybody wanted to see. It was a
Right.
fight that we say, okay, it's a good fight, but it
Cool.
wasn't a must see TV fight. Now people like, man, I gotta see what happened in the ring.
Yes.
I got to see what they doing.
And I'm one of them, D
Yeah,
Freely.
I
I
get.
can't
They
wait.
like. I think now it brought more drama to the fight because at first it was like, okay, it's a good fight. I like Devin Haney. I like Brian Norman. I mean, it's a good fight. But I want to see what happened with the David Benavidez and Anthony Yard a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now they like, man, I rather watch the Haney and Brian Norman than the Anthony Yard and David Benavidez
Facts.
fight.
Facts. I'd have
I,
rather watch that fight anyway, free, because I rock with both their dads. I rock with both the sons. So I'm okay with the fight. I was always okay with the fight. But now I really want to see the fight now because it's okay. Like, I don't know what, okay, they had a little altercation. I don't care who started it. Who cares? The problem is that it went down. It's done. We talk about it. Let's cook. And then it's not that big of a deal. We been seeing Hassan Rahman and Lennox get to shoving and right on ESPN. They acted like savages on right on the ESPN set. Okay, you got Larry Donald got two-piece like I've never seen before by Riddick Bowe. So
Hold on.
things
Let me say
happen.
this real quick. Let
Things
me say this
happen,
real
Yeah.
bro.
quick.
Let's not make this the biggest
Let me
like
Go
say
as
ahead,
this real
big of a
quick.
BBL.
deal as it is, man.
Hold on. Let me say this real quick. This the same that the UFC had two fighters in the crowd beating people up. So this ain't the worst thing we ever seen. They had
Yeah,
two UFC fighters beating people
yeah.
up in the
I remember
crowd.
that. Khabib and when Khabib and got
Yeah,
to
that
fight
was
BBL.
recent.
Khabib jumped in
Yeah.
the crowd, CDK, and went crazy.
So I mean,
Yeah, I remember.
Conor McGregor beats up old men.
I mean,
no matter how you want to put
Man,
it, I'll say this to my brother TD because I love him. You're Spanish, man. Stop speaking on black business. That was a black thing.
yeah, I
That's
hate
That was a
when you
crazy.
do
black
that,
thing.
bro.
That was
Stay out of
crazy.
black people's business,
man,
man.
I'm not. That was crazy. That was crazy. But that BBO. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you
Same
something.
thing for you, Juan. Stay
Now
out of
in
black
the
people's
South,
business,
those
man.
T-shirts cost
I,
$5.99. Five
I
ninety
hate you.
nine. If you turn my $5.99 T-shirt, I will pop you for $5.99.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I thought it was staged, but again, it could
Hey,
be.
The
Juan, you
It
can't
could
security.
have
speak
gone.
on black business, man. You can't
Now,
speak on black
listen,
business.
man. First of all, man, it is boxing, but this ain't black business, ain't nothing. Because if you do that to me, you best believe somebody getting popped. I don't care who it is, whoever's with you and whatever it goes. That's you getting popped, bro. I'm sorry. That's real life shit. I'm not gonna sit here and take that, bro. I am a grown ass man, just like y'all. Like, that is not even cool. You don't put your hands on
Yeah,
nobody.
man.
You don't know this man from a hole in the wall. They gonna
Especially
put
when
your
you
hands.
that damn strong one. With that guy was freakishly strong. He
Yeah,
didn't even look it, bro.
he dumb strong. All right, well, he gonna catch
I would have,
three,
I would
four
have,
points
I
right
would have
into his
clapped his
chest.
ass right on the spot when he soon as he big Negro put his hands on David.
And
I would have
He wouldn't have
clapped him.
did nothing.
and this
Yeah,
is
all
and
right.
this is a lesson to everybody that's listening. Be careful around brown and blacks. They will
Everybody keep
unalive you for $5.99.
Yeah,
And
Nah,
and
I'll
an
pray for
now
embarrassment.
Gus
look,
now.
that was the first wife too.
so real.
Shit, you step on my right tee, and then I guarantee you, I got some fresh pair of ones on. Oh yeah, nah, best believe I'm shooting you.
You know what's funny about you saying that one? That let me know. That let me know how petty you are, man.
BBO, stop it.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Wow, you let me know that. That let me know you ain't worth two flies smashed. That's crazy to say that.
Damn.
Okay.
Over some shoes, you would take a
Yeah,
life.
You know, it's all fun and games till somebody get hurt though.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
It's
fact.
man.
fun.
Nah,
So
You
let me
talking
ask
about
y'all
taking a
something,
life
man.
over some shoes? Come
Absolutely.
on, man. Grow up, man. Ain't nobody gonna step on
Yeah.
your karate shoes, dog.
BBO, let me ask you this. Yo, BBO, what about your favorite fighter getting a wig thrown at him yesterday?
Uh,
Well, he gotta get a world title before he step to the
That's
king.
crazy. Oh, come on.
Get a world title, man. Win one world title, then you talk to Oscar. That's what you do. Win one world title. We won 5. So
Just one.
Hey, I actually think daggone Belinga about to get whooped. I think Belinga
Yeah,
about to get whooped.
that
I do
dude is
too.
a
I do too.
heavyweight
Yeah.
fighting at
Me
168,
too.
bro. That dude's a heavyweight. Shiraz
Who's
is a
Sherrod?
heavyweight. Yeah,
he
he's a
ain't cracking
heavyweight.
like that.
That's a big dude.
He like 6'3", bro. He's a heavyweight, man.
That man ain't no heavyweight. That man just moved up from 160.
But he big.
Three.
He fill
Every
out like
his
a
last 3
heavyweight.
fights, he was weighing 200 pounds after the weigh-in. What are you talking about?
The man just moved up from 160.
The man was weighing 200 pounds in every last one of his fights after the weigh-in. What are you talking about?
Where you see that at?
I could show you. It was on BoxRec.
On BoxRec where?
I'll send it over to you.
Send it over to me, cause I ain't never heard Saraz ever weighing 200 pounds.
I'll send it over to you. I'll send it over to you. He's a heavyweight, bro. He's 200 pounds.
I ain't never seen Saraz weigh over 200
You
pounds,
know
and
what, D Free?
I
Hey, D
watched
Free.
Saraz fight.
I
I
think he's
seen
gonna have problems
when
with
he beat.
Shiraz High Guard.
Dog, you telling me when he fought Ammo Williams, this man was 200 pounds. The man looked like skin and bones in there with Ammo Williams.
Because he
The
killed
man,
himself to make the weight. I'm telling
This
you.
dude Shiraz
He
ain't got
weighs
no
70,
chin. He gonna get
175
cracked.
after that.
dog.
All I'm
Like
telling
I
you,
said,
the man's a
send it to
heavyweight,
me because
sinking himself
I've
down.
watched this man fight multiple times. I ain't never seen him look like he weighed 200 pounds.
He should fight over. He should be fighting Obertari.
Mm.
That's who he should be
And
fighting.
matter of
That's
fact,
that's
200
crazy.
pounds is not even heavyweight anyway. But I never seen him weigh 200 pounds. But it
He
ain't
a
heavyweight.
cruiserweight. To me, he a cruiserweight.
I mean, you can
Yeah, because he's
call him
six
whatever you want to
four.
call him. So you
Is he?
telling me
Is he really?
Saraz,
Yeah,
Hold
he's
on,
six
fool. You're not
four.
gonna come in and step on my opinion, motherfucker. I'm giving you my opinion.
nigga, shut the hell up. You telling me this man was weighing the same amount as David Benavidez? Ain't no way in the world that man was weighing the same amount as David Benavidez.
you know BBO be capping, right? He
He's
just be
bigger.
up
He's
there
bigger than
capping.
David Benavidez.
He definitely taller.
He taller than David Benavidez by 2 inches, but thicker than David Benavidez? No.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
definitely.
We'll see. Shiraz might stop Berlanga.
I don't know about stopping him, but I definitely got him beating Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Shiraz too. But I want Edgar. I want EB to
Dang,
win. I
y'all
want EB.
killing me right now.
I think
I
he
don't
gonna
trust a
win,
dude
man.
with 2 earrings in his ear back to back like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
That's how the ladies
I
That's
do
think
it.
crazy.
Edgar
Yeah.
Berlanga is trying to cash out. I
He
mean
said he don't trust him. Nigga with
that
two.
man out this joint going crazy. Like I want to know how much he made for the Canelo Alvarez fight. This man throwing money on the stage and
Man
everything.
got a
I'm,
Yeah,
Richard
10
Muley watch. You
million.
see, he
I'm
got a
He made $8
1-to-1
million.
Richard
No,
Muley.
he made
He
10
made 8
million.
million.
He ain't make no 10
10.
million, did he? Did he?
Oh,
Yes,
10 million?
I
10.
don't know
Okay.
how much
Eddie
he
got
I
made.
him
ain't never see
10
that.
I
million.
thought it was 8.
This
I
Eddie
don't
Yeah, I
know
made
thought it
I
was
how
don't
much
even
eight.
how
think
much
he
he
made
made.
8 million.
I know
But
he
if you
ain't
say
make enough
10,
to where he. I know he ain't make enough where he need to be throwing money on the stage like that.
and that's why
With his
that's why he
stupid
talking
ass.
like that.
He
No,
on,
it's a
hey,
fight.
listen,
So
He
damn
trying to
dumb.
do his
I
thing.
don't like him,
man.
bro.
This guy, he needs to be
I
stopped, man.
don't
This
like
dude got
him,
on
bro.
$1 million watch, bro. So he must have made some money.
He made it, Prize. Trust,
He needs
bro.
to get put to
He
sleep,
made it.
bro.
I just can't find it. I find it hard to
We
believe that
talking
man
about
made
Canelo here, and
eight
that's
to
a
ten million
Puerto
dollars.
Rican
I don't
versus
care.
Mexican.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. I find it hard to believe that he made 8 to 10 million. I could be wrong though.
Nah, he ain't make
I
no
know
8 to 10. He probably
that was
made
They
two,
did
that.
about. They
3
did. They
million.
said they did about 700,000 pay per
No, no,
views.
no, no. Matter of fact, no. He didn't make no $20 million because that was the fight that he didn't get no pay-per-view money. Canelo didn't give him no pay-per-view money.
He
He
got
got
like
one
3,
flat
right?
fee.
But he got a
He
flat
got
fee.
like 3, right?
Yeah, he
Fee?
got a flat fee.
I
He
think
didn't
he
get no
only made
pay-per-view
to
money.
$2 to $3 million. Man, I'm
Yeah,
agreeing with Juan.
I was reading that he only got like 3 million or
Nah,
some.
y'all wilding right now.
Nah, bro,
Somebody
nah,
look
because
it up.
I
Somebody look it up
nah, bro,
for me.
you
I
got to
know
think
he.
about
I
no.
know
I'm
he
gonna
didn't
pull
get
it
no.
up. I'm gonna pull
You
it
got to
up.
you got
I
to
know he
think
didn't
about
get
it.
no
You got to
pay-per-view
think about
money.
it because Canelo was half promoter, and then I don't think was Berlanga part of the PBC? No, right?
No,
So then he still with Probot. So I know that Probot ain't getting that much of a bag. They
Nah,
got him a
he was
bag,
with Eddie
but
Hearn. He was with Eddie Hearn, Juan. You know
he
Eddie.
was.
That's Fast
You
Eddie.
sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
yeah,
cause Keith, the
Cause
dude
you remember
Keith, he's the owner of Probots.
he had to bring Berlanga
no.
back on Emma Williams
I
undercard for
mean,
the last
real
fight.
quick, real quick. I don't. This is why sometimes I don't like googling because they talking of 17 to $30 million. That's cap. That's cap. You're not telling me that man made 17
You breaking it up.
from 17 to 30.
Yeah, you breaking up, Dick Dog.
What you saying, Price is breaking up? Can y'all hear it?
No, I didn't hear him.
Can y'all hear me now? I'm in the country.
Yeah,
Okay, I said I
Yeah,
Yeah.
googled it and it
yeah.
says that he made anywhere from 17 to $30 million. I don't believe that at all. I'm gonna
I
eat
mean,
dick.
no, I don't think he made that. I think the most he probably made is 10. But if the case, if I'm right, I think it was only like $3 million. I don't think he made that much. And he got a
I
bag.
thought it was 10. I ain't gonna lie, no. I actually thought it was $8 million from what I heard. Now I could be wrong. I thought it was 8 million for sure that he made for that fight.
Yeah, Caleb Plant made 8 for
Yeah, I
Undisputed a
don't know,
couple
bro,
years
because
ago.
he
Berlanga,
yeah, I don't know.
with all due
He needs to
respect,
get his teeth knocked in though.
Berlanga, he brings the Puerto Rican fan base, man. That's a big deal.
no.
He
What it
brings that.
says.
He brings that New
What
Yorican,
I'm gonna
the
tell you
New
what
York
it says.
Ricans.
I'm gonna tell you what it says. It says Edgar Berlanga and Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez got a guarantee of 35 million. Edgar
Okay.
Berlanga Edgar Berlanga was expected to get a guarantee of $1 to $3 million, which would
I know
be
it.
his career highest payday.
I know it.
Those are
I
the
know
Okay.
it.
those are the right numbers, D3. Those are the right numbers. I don't
I
believe he
know
made
it.
no 17 and no damn $30 million.
No,
You're not gonna. I don't
and the
believe that shit
only
for
way
one
you
minute.
making $17 million if you definitely a pay per view star. He's never been a pay per view star.
No, he ain't
That's the
making. I
only
know he ain't making no 17. I knew that. That sounded crazy. 17 to 30
man.
million.
Like at most, I would have gave him probably was 10. But it was like, man, I don't know, because you're not even a pay per view star at that. Like I know for sure, Munguia made at least 5. Because if Munguia made at least 5, he made at least less than Munguia.
No, like you said, daggone Caleb Plant made 10, and that was because he held out. He said, if you want this daggone last belt, you're gonna have to give me $10 million.
Yeah, he did. He held out for that.
He held out for $10 million.
That was smart too. That was smart
Yeah.
on
Yo,
Caleb Plant
B3.
part.
Yeah.
Yo, your boy Devin, bro. Like, yo, what's going on with that, man? What's going on with that boy, man? What's
No,
going on with
well,
that
now
team, bro?
Devin got a finger in his chest. I mean, that's pretty much it. But you know, the security, you see, Tank, like you're saying, they call him Big Tank. The security guy, he's instructed not to keep Devin as clean as possible. So you gotta understand, some guys like that strong like that, you gotta get them away from the champ. I mean, I know people don't like to see the scene, but when you talk about Brian Norman Jr. and his pops, two guys, you gotta put some space or distance in between Devin because he's the bag, and that's just what happened.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I don't like seeing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like to see anybody put their hand on fighters, like security. I think it was a dumb move, but it also tells me this right here. No disrespect to junior or senior. I like both of them. but that comes with Devin Haney being able to have security and you waiting to get to that point where you also can have security. You see what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. Brian Norman didn't have security for a reason. Devin Haney did.
Honestly, to
Y'all know
tell
what
you
I'm
the
saying.
truth, though, I hate when, and I low key, and I'm not gonna say it like it's all of them. It's not all of them. I hate when big dudes, big old bodybuilder dudes, they be thinking that that's sweet because what if Brian Norman hit? Like, not seriously, let's really pull it serious. Like, if what if he hit him right in his chin and knocked his chin right off? Like,
Oh, he could have.
what happens then? What happens then? He gets a whole ass lawsuit.
He
It's
just
like
maybe not. I mean, he just knocked out the security.
maybe.
That might have been the best move for him in that situation. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
needless to say, but
but
needless to
you
say,
gotta remember.
if he hurts his hand, then yeah, you got a good point. You got a good point. It's bad.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because if the case may be, right, let's say if he knocks his jaw off, hurts his hand, and then loses the bag on the money and the fight, it's like, at this point, for what, bro? What are you doing all this?
Yeah.
Like, just navigate the dude that way. Don't need to, like, yank him or pull him up or anything. Like, there's no need for all that. Just pull him that way and be like, yo, bro, just chill this way.
But see, the only thing
You
I'm
can't
I'm in
get mad
agreement
at that
with you.
security guard. He got
Not
a job to
he
do.
got a job to
Nah,
Yeah, he
do.
got a job to
definitely.
do.
And
But
I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the situation is you got
Can't
to
touch
think
the
about it.
golden goose.
Yeah, you can't do
Yeah.
that. That
Can't
you
touch the
hey,
can't
but
do because
golden
listen
now
though,
goose.
listen though. Let's be honest though. All the security had to do was get between those guys.
yeah,
Brian
that's all he had to do.
Junior
Yeah.
Junior was not gonna throw a punch at Devin. We know that.
No, no,
Junior don't carry himself like that. You
no, he
got to be
doesn't.
if you're gonna be security, you got to be able to assess the situation and know how to handle it accordingly. You can't jump out there and jump out the window like that
He looked
because
like
what could have
street
happened?
security, CDK. He looks like
You
one of the
right?
street guys that they know, one of the homies that's I got big homies they not I'm older
Yeah,
than
me
them, but
too.
they're massive. If something happens, I know I could go grab a couple of them and when we gonna come, you know what I'm saying? So that
Yeah,
he looks like street security. A professional security knows how to de-escalate situations. That's what they really supposed to do. Try
you
to
right.
de-escalate the situation and keep their golden goose, protect their golden goose who pays their check.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah, you right.
And you
You
got to
right. I
realize, and
agree with
that
you.
was a normal size
All
security
right,
guy too. That wasn't a super big guy.
let me get
It was
a
just
three
how
No,
piece
no, 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 no.
number
That dude
four,
he
was
was just
super
bigger than the
freaking
Norman. He
tenders.
just
freakishly strong. Though. He
Yeah,
grabbed
a
both the
three piece
Normans
one.
he's strong
he
as
grabbed both
hell.
of them.
Yeah,
He
He
grabbed
is
Junior
strong.
and
That dude
Senior
was about
with one hand.
6'4".
He called him the
okay, that's
Hawk.
fine. That's the meal though,
That dude
completely.
that bit of 6'4".
Can I get
Hey,
a large though?
come
Yes, you
on,
can.
CDK. That was the strongest 6'1" guy you ever seen in your life.
No,
The
no,
mustard,
no. Listen,
and then
Big Tank is like
let me
6'4".
pay that with
Big
this,
Tank about 6'4".
and
Damn,
then
Yeah,
that's why I
six
really
one
like
is
that boy,
diabolical. You
Tank.
can see that dude towering over
Oh, but
everybody,
listen
dog.
though, I got Mr. Hill up here because he ain't get to answer this or free, and
Yeah,
I ain't hear from. I want to hear from both of them about the Tank situation and what y'all really think. Did I hear from y'all on that?
not yet.
Now you
Mr.
ain't
Hill,
heard
what you
from
got to
me.
say about Tank?
Mm.
Honestly, if he is guilty of anything, then he first and foremost he violated
and
his
then also let me
probation.
get one other
One, mute your mic.
oh my fault.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Mr. Hill.
if he is guilty, then he's already violated probation. On top of that, he was granted a little bit of amnesty to go over and leave the state where he was actually remanded to stay.
Yeah,
He violated so many things that it's not going to go well for him, and he needs to be held accountable, man. I mean, I don't condone anybody doing anything nefarious of those types. So if he's guilty, man, and he got to be punished by it, and he got to be held to that accountable for it.
yeah, I agree with you 100%. Free, what you think about it? Is
I
free,
think
free still up here?
I think if he's guilty of it, he definitely need to be held accountable. But the thing is, if he is guilty of anything, the chances of him fighting Lamar Roach or anybody else is thrown out the window because he violated
Yep,
probation. He's going to be serving some time in jail.
yep.
absolutely.
I said the same thing, Free. I said I think the fight could be off the table because one thing y'all do know, and this what I do know, a domestic violence charge automatically is a violation of probation if you're on probation. So even if you haven't been convicted yet, probation still gonna be violating for catching the charge, which is crazy, but that's how they work. You're almost guilty until proven to be innocent, and he just jeopardized this fight with Lamont Rose. I don't know, Jake Paul, Lamont Rose, whoever he supposed to be fighting. All that's off the table right now until
About to
further
fight
notice.
that judge and jury in a minute, allegedly.
Yep, allegedly.
Is that they
Man,
said they got videotapes of this, and if they do, he's done.
I'm trying to figure
He's
out,
done.
is it the same girl that put the feces on the mirror? Is it that
Yeah,
I feel
same
like it
girl?
is.
I heard it is the same
Yeah,
girl.
because that means when a girl is crazy like that and does stuff like that, and y'all putting hands on one another, then that means that the sex is good, and y'all don't want nobody else with one another, and y'all
Man,
gonna act crazy. That's
I
what
ain't
it
gonna
is.
lie. Free. Y'all know this. Y'all been young before. Man, some of that good cuckoo will
Hey,
have
you
you
acting
doing some of the
crazy.
work. Hey, you acting crazy doing when you young and don't know how to control
Mm-hmm.
your emotions. Man, listen,
You'll
one
spend
time
money.
I was so far gone, I hid in the bushes trying to see. Hey man,
Yeah.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I hate it for him, but he's trapped. He don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah, that's sad, man. I was just gonna ask it because I asked this BVO, and then I want either T Hill or Free. Like, what advice would y'all give to a young guy if they're in a situation with a young lady and they might not know how to get out of the situation? What
Run.
would what,
Run.
That's it,
right?
free.
That's a
Run.
fact. That's what it
I
is.
mean, you can
And you
never
gotta run
stay.
fast and far.
You can never stay in a position or a situation or with anyone that is willing to jeopardize everything that you value and care about and care for. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you got to have people, you got to have solid people in place. Sometimes you don't need you don't never need yes men in your life. You need people that's going
Nope.
to really tell you what that your doodle stink, dog, and tell you, hey, look, this person, they not good for you. And I don't care how
Man.
bomb stuff is, man. You know what I'm saying? Was
Yep.
it worth you throwing everything away and everyone that you have to take care of now because of this is tossed out of the way because of this? Like, I don't care how good that ish is, man. You got to let that
Right.
ish go. And
Man.
unfortunately, man, people be thinking with the wrong head at times.
Yep.
Yeah. Facts.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, Mr. Hill. I've
At
been saying it over and
times,
over. There. Hey, y'all, let me ask y'all this. This goes back to now we starting to get a clear picture of what's going on with Tank. I think him and Calvin was having problems because Calvin ain't a yes man.
mm,
He's somebody that really loves Tank. And he tries to look out for Tank. And I think right now Tank is one of those guys, he feel like, man, I'm the one making the money. I'm the one that put you on. You know, people start thinking like that. But I'm starting to feel like that's where these problems occurring, even though we're not hearing about it.
I low key think it's been like that for a minute because even when he went with Kevin Cunningham, nobody was really like understanding why he went with Kevin Cunningham and stuff like that. You know, people are gonna be like, oh, well, he went there because of AB and stuff because he was following AB. But I think it's always gonna be like that with them because it's such a father son relationship. They're gonna
Yep.
always have that type of beef. Um, Even for them to be like, separated, but then you see them at the press conference hug each other. Like if they haven't seen each other in a grip, it's because they usually been fighting or something like that, or they came into a disagreement. But a lot more times than not, it's just they gotta figure it out because Tank, you know what I'm saying. As much as we all love Tank, he's a talent, and I don't want to see that talent go to waste. You know what I'm saying? Because he's such a great talent. It's just it sucks that he's going through what he's going through, but at the same time too, you at a certain point you got to grow up. He's a year older than me. You got to grow up, bro. Like at a certain time in your life, you just got to grow up.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
gotta
think
you
Tank
got
knows how to love himself just yet. You know,
See how
money can
mama
money can
issue.
solve things.
See how
Yeah.
his mama
But
act. She
yeah,
ain't she. It starts at home. She don't act. She don't even act normal. She act like she still living in the hood in Baltimore, and she rich now. You know what
well,
I'm
it
saying?
tells
So
you Tank told you she wasn't there prior at the beginning.
right,
He
he
still
got
he still got
issues.
abandonment issues. Yeah, a lot of stuff he's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Not making no
Definitely.
excuses for him, but he's dealing with a whole lot, and he don't know how to love himself yet. The money still ain't making him happy. Prime example of money don't solve all issues.
But see, that's the thing, man. These guys that's around Tank, they unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's a lot of guidance, or he's not receiving it because, of course, he spoke out about wanting to get therapy and wanting to get his education. Now, unfortunately, I mean, a good thing is he probably gonna be able to do those two things: get the therapy, get help, and also get his education. Unfortunately, he's possibly gonna have to do that while incarcerated. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Depending
not
on
a
how
good
long
thing.
that suspended system was. So that's not great, but it may be the best thing for Tank. Just to be honest, because like you're saying, it's spiraling because this is not the first domestic violence issue we've seen. We've seen multiple occurrences, so he's definitely gonna have to get some corrective behavior, so that way he could kind of live a healthy life past his 30s.
Yeah, definitely. I had to go take. They made me take two substance abuse 1 and 2, anger management 1 and 2, coping skills 1 and 2. Man, when I went up for parole, boy, they told me take every one of them classes and then come back and see them. Like, man, they gonna make you do all this stuff. You gonna have to, and it's not a good place to have to do it. You be
Nah,
off. You be better off doing it that
When they
way.
say dance, they be better dance, boy. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
I
So
know that.
again, he has a bigger fight than Lamont Roach and Jake Paul, and that's called the Maryland Jiu-Jitsu or whatever what they call freeing up here. But Maryland, I meant to ask Free to say they don't play.
Now I can't even say the word.
That Baltimore, Maryland, DC area, they do not play. They will
Now
lock
they
your
don't
ass
play.
up.
I hate it for him, man, because that violation is coming real quick. We know that judge don't like Tank
he don't
already,
like them
and he was looking for a reason.
or
But that
she.
violation is coming, man. Whoever it was, that violation is coming, and it's
That's that.
coming fast.
That's that black. It's a black judge, female judge. I don't think that rock with
Here's
him.
another point to think about, man. You know, the first time this stuff went down, he was able to restrain himself. Now, if this is true and he was not able to restrain himself, that means he's now not making the best decisions when faced with you know what they call that
Adversity.
conflict
Yeah,
or something like that. So
Yes,
it could be even something
situation.
deeper behind the source that's causing for if, like I say, if it's true. I don't know anything is true or not, but I mean, if they got video and the video surfaces and shows that yeah, he over there, because like I say, man, I never condone hitting women. Some people say, yo, it's a time when women need to be hit. Nah, I don't believe there's ever a time that women need to be hit. I mean, I think you can restrain them without hurting them,
yeah,
but you can definitely subdue them that way. But
Difficult.
I know definitely that even looks a certain way when it's a certain complexion to the people doing the subduing. And
Yes.
yeah,
these people that these people that target them don't look like us. So whenever
nope,
things go down, they're gonna see a brother. And sometimes he's just lucky he's diminutive, but most times they see a
Yeah.
big brother attacking some quote unquote non brother, non sister type person. So you know what I'm saying? It never plays well in the optics of things never play well. So he's definitely, man, like whatever's going on with him behind the scenes, that has to be addressed, man. He can forget about boxing for a smooth minute because ultimately, people are going to be looking out to isolate you, especially if they know that you got a propensity for doing certain things or responding a certain way. And
yeah, definitely.
tellers out there, they enticing you by enhancing themselves. Most of these women, they know what they're doing, and they're going targeting people. People gave Deion Sanders a lot of flack for bringing old girl into his team meeting and having them get schooled by her about how women like her
Yeah,
take advantage of folks. But yo, it looks to be genius because you look at who these high profile athletes are getting approached by, and the look of these people, they all look similar.
Mm-hmm.
They all look
man,
similar.
Cat
And
Williams said it. It's them. Cat Williams said it. It's them. What? Them light women.
Oh
yeah. And you know what's
yeah,
crazy though? Y'all might not believe this, but I heard this from somebody once. Those females, they know they keep up with where you going in the draft. Man, they know how much money you're gonna be bringing in when you first come into the league. They know who you are, man. You got females out there that look, you know what I'm saying, that prey on men like their
They
young
go
men.
hunting,
Yep, they hunting. So
especially in them
what Dion
OnlyFans
done?
girls.
Yep, what Dion done was a real genius move, man. He brought Brittany
Mhm.
Ryder in to talk to those young guys. They needed to hear that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
thought
And
that
it
was
might
one of the
not
most
reach
genius
everyone.
coaching moves in the history of football. How
No,
about
that's a
that?
fact. That's a fact. And it might not reach everyone.
When you look like me,
Hey, they said there's a saying that if I reach one, I've done my job. Like
Yep,
it might not get to every single person in that room, but they can't say they weren't aware of it. See, the things that distinguish us and growth, true growth, is the lessons that we learn from the experience we have. It only becomes mistakes. It only becomes failures when we don't take the chance to look at what happened, analyze it, and see what we can glean from it. And a lot of
yep,
times we don't. You can bring somebody in there and they can tell you exactly what they gonna do, but you gotta hold to it and you gotta value it as something that you know what this is for my good and for my understanding in order for you to take it and make it apply. And if it should happen to you and you go through it, you got to stop. You got to take a step back and you got to let all emotion go so that you can look at things clear and say, yo, you know what? They shouldn't have did this, but damn, I shouldn't have responded this way. You know,
that's
they
right.
shouldn't have said this, but damn, I should not reacted in this fashion. I could have
Definitely,
always
definitely.
handled myself accountable. And that's why that one time, I had to apologize to my brother B3. I let Mickey Frickies around me explode me and to do stuff that I know I'm not supposed to do. So no matter what is said or triggered me, I'm not supposed to reply in that fashion because I hold myself to a different standard. And as
Yeah,
that, I definitely let that down. So if I let that down, then I'm definitely not in my right frame of mind. And that's why I say no matter what. Now, every now and again, people mistake people's kindness for weakness and people's like what you call it, demonstrative actions as being somebody that's a savage or a demon, but that might not even be the case. It's just probably how they are.
Cry
yeah,
for
It's
help.
probably how they
crying for help, like you said, three.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Hey, man, we've been
And you
going
know,
on this
some
one.
people don't know how to express their feelings like a child. You know, real quick, because I know we about to get out of here. CDK got stuff to do. We got stuff to do. But that like you know how sometimes like a 3-year old or a 4-year old might react a certain way because they don't know how to handle express their feelings to you. You got grown
Yep.
people that's like that. And Tank is clearly one of them. And I'll just leave it at
Yeah,
that.
he definitely one up, man. We've been going for 1 hour and 15 minutes. We've been going good. Finna get up out of here. Any closing statements anybody want to make before we go?
Yeah, let me say something real quick. Salute to the family. But like, and well, the piggy off of what T Hill was saying is that, see, we as individuals, we have to have a certain level of discernment, and understanding about how we need to conduct ourselves. So, a lot of times, we'll even like what T Hill was saying, when our situation, or even like with me and Free. um, I'm always cognizant. Take it. I'm always cognizant of how I'm communicating, and my role that I play. You see what I'm saying? So everybody has a role that they play in these situations, and a lot of times, when it's a male, a black male specifically, that almost 90% of all of the blame is presented to them on the situation versus the young lady that could possibly be antagonizing or exacerbating the situation, which was what like a maybe I was doing, you know what I'm saying, to get a bad reaction from my brothers or something like that. So we back. That's I just say that to say, we have to be mindful of who we allow in our circle, who we allow to be to be with us on a regular basis. We got to make sure that they are conducive to the life we want to live and the life and our future that we want to obtain. But appreciate you, my brother CDK, for letting me on again. We
Man, I
cooked
appreciate
again.
y'all.
You
Man,
already
listen
know it.
up. Y'all know what it is, man. I
Yeah.
I love having my brothers up here. Let's pray for Tank that he gets the help he needs to get because he does have a lot of issues and things he needs to deal with. With that being said, this is Sports Talk Network. We out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.